Amber, I need to talk to you. Amber, don't tell me you haven't woken up yet. How long are you going to stay in bed?
Kendra, good morning. What is it so early in the morning?
Huh? What are you doing sleeping so late? Early in the morning? It's already past 6.
6 o'clock is early. Besides, I'm off work today.
What a lazy woman. Sleeping in just because you're off work? A wife usually gets up before the sun rises and does the housework.
I'm sorry, what era did people say before the sun rises?
Oh, are you trying to condescend to me saying I'm old-fashioned?
I'm not being condescending to you.
Anyway, now that you've married into this family, I won't allow you to sleep in, no matter how many days off you have.
I may be the wife of the family, but I'm not living with you. I'd rather you didn't interfere too much with my daily routine.
You're also cryptic. It's so annoying. Why did my son marry such a loser?
I usually get up at 6 a.m. to do the housework. But lately I've been so busy with wedding preparations, I've been so tired.
Oh yes, about that wedding. I'm going to ask you to cancel the ceremony after all.
Excuse me?
I'm telling you to cancel the wedding.
The ceremony is tomorrow.
So it's not too late, right?
No. I don't understand what you're saying. Why do I have to cancel the wedding all of a sudden?
Because I'm against the marriage.
Huh?
Our son doesn't deserve a woman like you. That's why I've decided to have you call off the wedding ceremony right now.
What are you talking about? When we went to your house to inform you about the wedding, you approved of our marriage. So I don't understand why you're against it now.
I just couldn't be honest about it in front of my husband and my son. My husband seemed to like you. If I was the only one to object, what would everyone say?
But if you had your own opinion, I wish you had expressed that then. Why are you against our marriage?
I'm telling you, he's my eldest son.
Yes?
Do you know what it's like to marry the eldest son?
Well,
the eldest son's wife should live with her in-laws and serve the family. You have no intention of quitting your job. You insist that you won't live with us.
It wasn't me who said we won't live together. It was Adrian, wasn't it?
At this point, it doesn't matter either way. You lured him away. You seduced him into not living with us, didn't you? Trying to make him leave his aging parents. What a cruel person.
No, that's not right. I didn't say we would never live with you. Adrian wanted us to cherish the time we have together as a couple. As long as the parents can take care of themselves, we would live separately and pay visits to you from time to time.
I dreamed of living with my son and his wife when he got married, and having a lively life with my grandchildren who would eventually be born, and the neighbors would look on with envy. But you ruined my dream. I still can't approve of this marriage. Let my son leave you at once. I'm going to find him a more obedient and proper wife.
You're going to marry your son off for your dream.
I'm sure he loves me, his mother, more than you. But he's just too shy to tell you the truth. I'm sure he really wants you to be a full-time housewife. And I'm sure he wants to live with us.
I think that's all your fantasy.
Huh?
I get it that you don't think much of me, but Adrian and I have already registered our marriage and we're already married. I can't cancel the wedding now just because of your selfishness.
My selfishness? Are you dismissing your mother-in-law's opinion as mere selfishness?
As for the difference between your view and mine, I hope we can come to a compromise through repeated discussions. Tomorrow is a once-in-a-lifetime big day. Could you just please accept it and be happy for us?
You're a brazen woman. Even after all this, you still want to hold the wedding? Even though you're putting me through so much anguish?
On the contrary, if we cancel the wedding now, it will cause trouble for the wedding hall and all the invited guests. I mean, you haven't said anything to Adrian about canceling the wedding, have you?
There's no way I could tell him. I don't want him to hate me.
So you don't care if I hate you?
Of course I don't mind. I don't like you, so it's mutual.
Oh God. Either way, Kendra, it's impossible to cancel the ceremony now. You'll have to give up and join us as a relative.
Well, you're a big shot. You just remember, I'll do everything in my power to make it impossible for you to hold the wedding.
What on earth are you planning?
That's for me to know and for you to find out. You'll be sorry you ever messed with me.
Adrian, is this a good time? I need to talk to you about something.
Good morning, Amber. What's up?
I just got a text from your mother.
From Mom?
Yeah, around 6 in the morning.
That early? Was it something so urgent she had to text you?
She told me to cancel the wedding tomorrow.
Huh? I don't get it.
I know, but your mother was against our marriage from the start. She doesn't want us to have the wedding.
I don't know why she said she was against it. When we went to greet her, she was smiling the whole time. She said she was happy that I got a cute bride. At least that's what I thought she said.
Apparently, her smile was fake.
I see.
It seems she pretended to go along with it in front of you and your father, but she really didn't want you to marry me.
I wonder what she's so worried about.
That I'll continue working after marriage, and that I won't live with my in-laws.
What's wrong with that?
She said it was her dream, that her son and his wife would live with her and she would be surrounded by her grandchildren. To be the envy of the neighbors.
Oh, she's as vain as ever. It's true that recently there's been a rush of grandchildren around my mother. There are a few people she knows who have started living with their son and his wife. Maybe she's convinced that living together with her son and daughter-in-law makes her a winner.
She also told me that the eldest son's wife should be devoted to the family.
That's a pretty outdated concept.
She hasn't said anything to you about the wedding?
Yeah, I've been staying with my parents since yesterday. They haven't said anything to me.
I see.
I'm sorry my mom's giving you such a hard time. She was always nice to you in front of me. I thought things were going well.
She doesn't want you or your father to hate her, but it seems she really doesn't like me.
We can't cancel the wedding no matter how much Mom objects. We'll just enjoy the ceremony, don't worry about her.
You know, your mother could be up to something on the day of the wedding.
What?
She says she's going to do everything she can to make sure we don't get married. I hope it's just a threat.
What's with that? What an immature parent. Don't tell me she's planning to storm out in the middle of the ceremony.
It's probably just all talk.
I get it. I'm going to talk to her and send her straight so she doesn't do anything at our wedding ceremony.
Yeah, I just don't want her to be in a bad mood and say she won't go to the wedding. I don't want to irritate her too much.
I understand. I'm sorry you had to get all stressed out the day before the wedding because of my mother.
Don't worry. I hope everything goes well tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
Amber, today is finally the wedding day. I wonder if you're getting ready in the waiting room at this point. Since you insisted on holding the ceremony no matter what, I decided to give you a little surprise. What do you think it is? I mean, you've been so busy with the preparations, I don't think you'll have time to look at the message. You'll be so surprised when you come to the venue. This will certainly get the wedding shut down. You should know that if you disobey me, you're in for a heap of trouble.
Kendra, where are you? Kendra, please pick up the phone.
Oh, Amber, you seem to be in a panic. Did something shock you?
Kendra, I just heard from the staff at the wedding hall. The wedding cake at the venue is all messed up.
What? You didn't notice? The wedding hall staff saw it before you did? No, that's no fun.
So it was you after all. I heard that some guests witnessed someone who looked like you running away from the venue.
Yes, that's right. I did it.
But how could you?
Because I hate you. I kicked your wedding cake over.
Kicked it over? Taking it out on the cake is going way too far.
I told you yesterday, I'll do everything in my power to prevent you from having a wedding. You can't have a wedding ceremony with a wedding cake like that. Cutting the cake is the most important part of the ceremony.
You're a monster. Can't you imagine how sad the bride and the groom must be?
You can be as sad as you want. Compared to my grief at having my dreams stolen from me, I could care less about the cake.
The people at the ceremony worked so hard on the cake.
Well, if you want me to pay for it, I'll at least pay for the cake. I'm sure it's not much anyway.
Do you think you can just pay for it?
It's your fault for going against me and trying to force the ceremony in the first place. If you learn from this, give up on Adrian. The ceremony will be cancelled anyway. You can go ahead and file for divorce now, can't you?
Huh? The ceremony will go on as planned.
Huh? Even though the wedding cake got messed up?
That cake isn't mine.
Huh? That can't be true. I snuck into your reception hall and kicked the cake over.
You were in the wrong venue.
Wait a minute. The ceremony staff said that they found...
Another couple was supposed to have their ceremony at a different venue at the same time as us.
Huh?
Someone knocked over the wedding cake that was set up there. The staff asked me if I knew anything about it.
That's ridiculous.
Besides, there was no way the cake was set up at our venue. I ordered a fresh wedding cake from my favorite cake shop in the neighborhood.
What do you mean?
There's no way they can serve it at the venue even before the reception starts, right?
Is that right?
Of course not. So which cake town was an imitation cake prepared by the ceremony hall?
I didn't know.
But still, sneaking into a wedding hall without permission and kicking over a wedding cake? Kendra, you've done a terrible thing.
Wait a minute. It was your wedding I wanted to cancel.
I don't know if the couple whose cake was destroyed will continue with the ceremony after this. But anyway, please come back there as soon as possible and apologize to the couple and the ceremony hall for ruining the ceremony.
I don't know what to do. I didn't mean to do anything bad, okay?
You wouldn't have kicked over the wedding cake if you didn't have any bad intentions.
So, I thought that was your wedding cake.
Is it impossible that you could have made a mistake?
Anyway, I was so preoccupied with getting you guys to cancel the ceremony. I didn't even check whose reception venue it was.
I'm so dumbfounded.
That's right, Amber. It was an accident. Tell them that it was all just a big mistake.
Huh?
I didn't have any bad intentions. I just bumped into the cake and knocked it over. Then they'll forgive me, right? If they want me to pay for it, I'll just ask my husband to pay for it.
What are you talking about?
That's okay, isn't it? We're going to be a family now. It's only natural to help a family member in need, isn't it?
Don't act like we're family now. You were against me marrying Adrian, right? But now it's an emergency, so you'll allow me to marry him?
Please, Amber, if you could just play along, I can get out of this without having to take the blame.
That's impossible.
Huh?
Don't you know that there are security cameras installed in the ceremony hall? Don't even know that?
Security cameras?
All of your crimes are recorded. Even if I tried to help you, it would be of no use.
Oh no.
I'm heading to the venue now. If you're not coming back, we will continue without you.
Wait, Amber. Amber, I'm in trouble.
Kendra, you didn't come back to the wedding venue after all. Where did you go and what were you doing?
That's not important now. I want you to listen to me.
Huh?
My husband confronted me with divorce.
Well, I guess that was inevitable.
What part of it is inevitable? I'm not going back to being single at my age.
My father-in-law had a hard time yesterday. You never came back. He had to apologize to the wedding hall, the other bride and groom, and all the other families that were all put out. We managed to have a wedding too, but we had to go through a lot of trouble to clean up your mess.
But divorce is going way overboard, isn't it? Moreover, even my son Adrian said he'd cut ties with me. I've only been a housewife my whole life. I can't survive if I'm kicked out of the house alone.
Then why don't you work?
What?
I mean, I think you'll have to work.
Huh?
Compensation for damages to the ceremony hall and to the couple and everyone who you caused so much trouble. You're going to have to pay for all of that by yourself now.
What do you mean?
It's not a surprise, is it? You kicked over the wedding cake that was about to be used. You ruined the ceremonies, so it's a matter of course, isn't it? It seems that the other couple managed to hold their ceremony somehow. But because she couldn't cut the cake like she was looking forward to doing, the bride was crying. And you ran away without even apologizing. You just tried to play it off as an accident. That's beyond scum.
Amber, please, convince my husband.
What's that?
I want you to talk him out of divorcing me. I'm really sorry about the cake. I can even go and apologize to that other couple right now. Anything but divorce.
I don't think that's going to happen. Your husband is extremely angry. And the other couple who were affected, they said they don't want to see the face of a person who would do such an insane thing. If you really feel bad about this, I think the only thing you can do is to pay exactly what you're charged.
Then Amber, lend me some money.
Huh?
If my husband divorces me, I won't be able to live on my own. It's absolutely impossible for me to pay the compensation. I'll work and pay you back for sure. Right? Please.
You made it clear you hated me. Don't try to rely on me now because you're in trouble.
Because my husband and son have abandoned me. The only one I can rely on is you, my daughter-in-law.
But since Adrian cut all ties with you, you and I have nothing to do with each other.
Don't be so cold.
Goodbye.
Amber!
Thus, my mother-in-law, who had been abandoned by her family and left all alone, started a live-in job to make a living. As for the damages and compensation for kicking over the wedding cake, she had to borrow money. My mother-in-law worked and worked, but most of her wages disappeared to pay off her debts. She lives in extreme poverty, eating only canned beans and franks every day. According to my father-in-law, my mother-in-law still says to him, "I'm sorry for what I did and I want you to give me a second chance." He still receives messages asking him to let her come home. I heard that my mother-in-law's outbursts are now the talk of the town. I think my mother-in-law is too embarrassed to go near my parents-in-law's house. As for me, I am enjoying my newlywed life with my husband, Adrian. We sometimes visit my father-in-law's house for dinner. We also go on trips together during long vacations, and my relationship with my father-in-law is good. 6 months after the wedding, I found out that I was expecting a baby. Together with my husband and father-in-law, we are looking forward to adding a new member to our family.
Michelle, can I talk to you right now? Ax? How did you find out my number? I asked my acquaintance to tell me by all means. Did I bother you? No, it's not like that. How can I help you? No, I just couldn't forget about you. What? You are the woman of my dreams. Is that so? Of course. When I met you for the first time, I was so impressed. Really? I wonder what it is. The atmosphere you have, your kind personality, your elegant clothes. Everything about you is to my liking. I'm glad to hear you say so, but please stop teasing me. I'm not teasing you. I'm very serious. Do you believe me? I've never had anyone say such a nice thing to me before, so I thought you were making fun of me. No, I'm not. You must have been raised by wonderful parents. Yes, that's right. I can't speak for myself, but I have great respect for my parents. My father is a successful businessman. A successful businessman? I knew it. I'm sure he works for a great company. He must have made a good living. That's why you have grown up to be a wonderful woman. I don't think so. I'm not as good as my father. You are also very modest. Anyway, I don't know if this is a good time to text you, but will you go out with me? What? I'm sorry to be so rude. Actually, I saw you with your friend and I've already been curious about you. Are you sure that I'm the right person for you? I'm not a good talker and I'm quite shy. I don't mind that at all. I think you are a very attractive woman, Michelle. I see. Actually, I've been interested in you for a long time too. Please go out with me if you don't mind. Ax, can I talk to you now? Yeah, I'm having lunch right now so I can talk to you. It's finally the weekend. I'm getting kind of nervous. Why? I'm meeting your parents, so I'm the one who's nervous. That's true. I can't believe 6 months have already passed. Time flies. I never thought I'd marry you. Me neither. You never know where fate is lurking. If we hadn't met at that drinking party, we wouldn't have known each other. It's a miracle. I've never introduced a guy to my parents before. You're kidding, right?
I'm serious. Before I met you, I had no interest in men. I never thought I could get married.
You were popular among guys, weren't you?
That's not true. You know I'm not a good talker, right? And I'm shy more than anyone else. No man has ever come close to me. I'm really grateful to you for choosing me.
Seriously? You're bright and kind. I think you have a great sense of style too.
You can't get anything out of me by praising me, Axe.
I didn't mean it like that. You are well dressed, but you're not overbearing. You're always modest and stand up for me.
Do you think so?
Yes. You are the best fiancé I've ever had. You casually wear a luxury watch, but without any pretense.
I never thought you would say that.
What do you mean? I love everything about you.
Thank you. I'm glad that you care about me.
Isn't it obvious? If I didn't care about you, I wouldn't even consider marrying you. Don't you have the same feelings too?
I have the same feelings and I care about you. It's just, I think you are too good to be true for me.
I see. Glad to hear that we have the same feelings. We are destined to be together. I'm unabashedly going to get you, Michelle.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll see you this weekend. We'll be the happiest couple of all.
Of course. Michelle? Is this dingy apartment your house? Did I get the address wrong?
No, it's the correct address. I'm watching you from the balcony. Come up by using the elevator.
Okay.
What's wrong? You seem a little upset.
No, I'm just...
Oh, did you get sick because you're nervous? You don't need to get nervous. My parents are very friendly and welcoming, so don't worry.
It's not like that, but...
What is it?
It's just... It's not what I imagined.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing. I'm going up anyway.
Yeah, I'll wait for you. Are you okay, Axe?
What are you talking about?
I mean, you've been acting weird all morning. You weren't talking like you usually do. What's wrong with you?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
I don't think so. You've been so cold in your replies. Can you just tell me what's bothering you?
Was that apartment really your house?
Yeah, why?
I thought your father was a successful businessman.
Yes, he is.
And yet you lived in that shabby old apartment?
Huh?
I can't believe that.
What do you mean?
I thought you were a rich young lady. I thought you lived in a luxurious mansion.
Axe, what are you talking about?
I decided to marry you because I thought you were rich. And yet, you live in that shabby apartment. You live in a dirty house.
Huh?
Besides, your parents are so dirty and poor looking. What kind of a businessman is your father? Stop kidding me. Are you trying to deceive me?
Axe, what the hell is wrong with you? I don't know what you're talking about.
Our engagement is off.
What do you mean? I really don't understand.
I was planning to be a gold digger, you know? I'm dreaming of a future where I get a rich wife and live comfortably on my parents-in-law's wealth. I thought you were the one since you're wearing luxurious brand products. Looks like I miscalculated.
Did you think I'm rich? Did you go out with me because you thought I was rich?
That's right. You were always wearing luxury brand goods, right? I had no doubt that you were a rich young lady.
You're lying, right?
If I'd known you were poor, I wouldn't have gone out with you. You lied to me.
I didn't lie to you. Axe, I thought you loved me. Didn't you propose to me because you love me?
Huh? Don't be silly. I'm not stupid enough to marry a talkative and annoying woman like you. I proposed to you because I had high hopes for your rich family. I didn't know they were so poor.
That's a terrible thing to say. I don't care if you want to talk badly about me, but stop talking badly about my parents.
I was disillusioned as soon as I saw that filthy apartment. My brilliant future was shattered in an instant. How are you going to take the responsibility for that?
Ax, did you really think that way? Is that why you were so rude with my parents?
Is that bad? I can be condescending to those dirty, poor parents of yours. I have dreams too. When you said that your father is a successful businessman, I thought he was a kind of rich-looking gentleman, but he was just a dirty old man.
Oh no, my father is not a dirty old man.
Anyway, leave me alone.
So, you're not marrying me anymore?
Of course not. That dirty apartment, your dirty and poor parents, everything goes against my dreams, you know.
I really loved you, Ax.
It's your business what you think of me. I realize that I don't need you to make my dreams come true. That's why I decided to break off the engagement.
This is just unbelievable. I didn't know you were that kind of person.
Michelle, pick up the phone.
What is it?
Why won't you pick up the phone?
Because you told me not to bother you anymore. Besides, I have nothing to do with you.
Don't say that. More importantly, I just looked at the web and I'm surprised. I heard that your father owns 5 companies. I was overwhelmed when I saw his name. I didn't recognize him at first because he was wearing a relaxed outfit the last time I saw him.
Really?
So, of course you'll marry me, right?
Huh? What are you talking about? Our marriage will never take place. You're the one who said that. I won't marry you because you broke off the engagement.
But you still love me, don't you? Then there's no problem. I want to marry you too. We can still start over anytime you want.
Stop being selfish. Now that I've seen what kind of person you really are, I can't even think about marrying you.
I don't care if the house is a little dirty. It doesn't matter if it's not a detached house too.
That house used to belong to my grandfather.
The whole building?
Yes, my grandfather used to live in one of the rooms. Since he died, it has been unoccupied. We're planning to rebuild soon.
What? Is that so? Why did you invite me to the apartment before it was rebuilt?
Because we were rebuilding our main house.
What house? Your parents' house? You mean they have a house in addition to the apartment?
Yes, I'm building a new one in Beverly Hills.
Huh? New construction in Beverly Hills? What does that mean?
It's a new house, but it's being rebuilt, so we're still living there. My parents were concerned because of the noise from the construction. They didn't want to be rude to you, so they said that we should go to my grandpa's house and talk about the marriage.
So that's how it was. You have a building you own, and you have another house in Beverly Hills, right?
Well, that's how it is now since my grandfather died. Anyway, it's none of your business. In general, what was that attitude you had toward my parents the other day? You made fun of them, calling them dirty and poor. My parents were furious too.
What? Did you tell them about the broken engagement?
Of course. They said they wouldn't let a man like that be my husband.
Michelle, why did you tell your parents about that? Were you trying to torture me? Take that back. I've been dating you in a very serious manner.
Huh? How dare you?
I'm serious about marrying you. That's why I'm going to go meet your parents. Because they own 5 companies, don't they?
Yes. My father is humble, but he's quite a jack of all trades. He's a man whose modesty has allowed him to expand his network and build successful businesses. I think he got that from my grandfather.
I see. They're my ideal people.
What? Don't be silly.
What do you mean?
Didn't you listen to me? My father and grandfather were humble men. None of them are arrogant like you. I don't want to hear about your life dream and so on.
What are you talking about? I'm destined to meet you and your father. We absolutely need to get married.
I'm speechless. I can't believe how selfish you can be. It's not me you want to marry, but you're just aiming for my father's company and fortune. I understand that perfectly. Who on earth do you think would marry someone like that?
Don't be so mean. It's your fault for hiding it from me in the first place, isn't it?
If you want to marry me because you love me, you won't care about my father's company or his fortune. I want to marry someone who loves me for who I am.
I told you that I love you, didn't I?
You're lying. The only thing you love is my father's company and property. Who would marry such a person?
Michelle, you're wrong.
When I get married, my father wants me and my husband to take care of one of his companies. So I'll find someone who's worthy of it.
Huh? Why did you keep such an important thing from me? If I had known, I would have taken better care of you.
I'm sick of you. I would never marry someone like you at all cost.
I may look like this, but I'm a successful businessman too. I think I'm the perfect man for your father's company. So please, reconsider marrying me. I'll definitely be a great company president.
Huh? President? You're not qualified to be the president. You can't be president if you judge people only by their looks. Well then, since you're no longer relevant, let's end our conversation here.
Wait a minute. Michelle, you got my message, right? Reply to me.
What do you want? I told you I don't have anything to do with you anymore. I don't have anything to say to you too.
I'm in love with you, Michelle. I told you to reconsider marrying me.
I refused, didn't I? You don't love me. You only love my father's company and his fortune. I'm well aware of your true intention.
No, you misunderstood me. I love everything about you. Why don't you understand?
What? You broke off our engagement and now you're talking like a fool? Do you know what you did to my family? Stay away from us at all costs.
Don't be so cold. Where do you think I am?
What?
Actually, I tracked down your father's mansion. This is amazing. I can't believe they built a house like this in Beverly Hills. He's a real company's president.
No way.
Yeah, I already went through the gate. The gate was left open after the construction vehicles got in. As if being pulled in, I just entered from the front door.
That's trespassing. You can't just walk onto someone's property like that.
I'm not a stranger. I'm your fiancé. We're getting married soon.
I told you that I'm not marrying you. We already broke off the engagement.
I love you. I'm going to get married, become a company president, and live in Beverly Hills. I'm going to be absolutely happy. My ideal life is right in front of me.
Do you think you can just be carefree like that? Don't you hear something?
Huh? What is it?
The sound of police sirens.
Yeah, you're right. This is such an upscale neighborhood. It's not surprising if there's an incident or two around here, right?
But it's getting closer to my house.
I think so. I wonder why.
Because you are trespassing.
Huh?
That's why I had to call the police.
Why would you do that? Cancel that right away. I mean, how did you know I was on the premises?
You're dreaming of being rich, but you don't even know that much?
What are you talking about?
We have several security cameras installed in our house. We knew you were coming to the property a long time ago. That's why I had to call the cops before you contacted me.
Huh? You're such a nasty woman. Why do you keep going off on tangents like that? Why do you keep interrupting my dreams?
I don't care about your dreams. I don't know if you're after money or property. You came to me for some stupid reason and you messed with my feelings. Do you think I'm going to allow you to have a dream that hurts people?
I don't think anything's wrong with me doing that. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make my dreams come true.
I'm not a softie to go along with your stupid dreams. Besides, if I had married you without realizing your true intention, I would have lost everything. I guess I should thank you for showing me your true colors.
What did you say?
Anyway, you're going to get arrested by the police.
Why? I didn't do anything wrong. I'm just saying I want to marry you.
I can't believe everything I see in you. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. Even if you come to my house, I'll report you to the police again.
Oh no, what about my dreams?
I don't care. If you really want to make your dream come true, make it come true on your own.
No way. Don't you love me?
I think I fell in love with your illusion. You were a super scumbag in real life. We will never see each other again. Goodbye.
Michelle, please reconsider and help me make my dream come true.
After that, Axe tried to climb the wall and escape from the property. He was seized by the police officers who arrived at the scene, and he was taken to the police station. As he was escaping, he trampled on the flower beds in the garden and made a mess. I immediately consulted my father's lawyer and filed a claim for damages. I heard that he complained about why he should pay for the damages. The whole scene of him vandalizing the flower bed was recorded by security cameras. He couldn't get away with it, so he had to pay for the damage. It was very painful that Axe and I broke off our engagement. But I think it was a blessing in disguise that I learned about his true intention before the marriage. For the time being, I would like to cultivate my own discernment of men. And if I meet the right person, I will think about marriage again.
Monica? Monica, reply to me now. Monica, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, Julie.
You're always goofing off.
I was just hanging the laundry and didn't notice your texts. Is there anything urgent?
You're on maternity leave from today, right?
That's right, but I still have some paperwork to do, so I have to go to the office until today.
What the heck? Why don't you live at your company?
What do you mean?
You only know work. You never fulfill your role at home. You should at least come over and help me with the cleaning and cooking while you're on maternity leave.
Oh, I'm going out today, so I can't go over. And besides...
What?
Josh told me that you said I don't have to go over.
What do you mean? Josh would never say such a thing.
He's so nice, he must have been worried about me.
Worried?
He said if I go to your house, you will give me a hard time about this and that.
Huh? Josh said that? Rude.
And I got a text from Eric too.
From Eric? What did he say?
He said you may call me over, but I don't have to come.
Eric said that? That was uncalled for.
He said I must be tired from all the hard work I've been doing and told me to stay home and relax during my maternity leave. So I think I won't be going there for the time being.
You're such a brat. He was just being polite. I didn't like you before you married Josh, but now I don't like you even more. Monica? Monica, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, Julie. I was just putting Amy to bed. By the way, thanks a lot for coming over to see Amy the other day. You and Eric.
It's not that I wanted to see you or Amy. Eric took me there.
I see.
You're taking care of the house, aren't you? Are you taking care of Josh? Yes, I'm feeling better now, and I'm getting used to parenting. I'm doing my best with the housework as before. That's a given. You have to do it whether you're used to it or not. All right. If you say you can't do that, divorce. Divorce? I entrusted you with Josh. You have to do it right. I understand. By the way, about Amy. What about her? She's not getting any cuter. Is she really Josh's? What the hell, Julie? Don't be ridiculous. Josh will be angry too. She doesn't even look like Josh, even though she's a girl. They say girls take after their fathers, right? And yet, Amy doesn't resemble Josh at all. That's not true. All my friends say, Amy, you look just like Josh. No, she doesn't take after him at all. She has your puffy eyes. She's not cute at all. You don't have to say it like that. Amy was only born 2 months ago. I'm sure her face will change more and more from now on. Not gonna happen. From now on, she'll look even more different from Josh. Julie, what are you talking about? I don't understand what you mean. Don't play dumb with me. What? Amy is not Josh's, right? Huh? You crossed the line. Amy is Josh's daughter. He loves her very much. That's because Josh thinks she's his daughter. But I know what I see. That's not Josh's. You're being ridiculous. Then get a DNA test. Excuse me? I won't believe she's my grandchild until a DNA test confirms that. Julie, you've got to be kidding. Why do you need a DNA test? Because Amy doesn't look too much like Josh and you're suspicious. That's enough. If you have nothing to hide, you should be able to test her right away. Why do I have to do that? It costs money to do a DNA test, you know. We can't spend money on such a ridiculous thing. I knew it. I hit the spot. You're trying to make lame excuses to cover it up. You're way off. If you insist on not taking the DNA test, divorce Josh right now. Why should Josh and I get a divorce? I really don't get it. It's because Amy is from your affair. Isn't it obvious? Ever since you got married, you've been away from home for work. I knew it was suspicious, so you cheated, huh? That's nonsense. Please stop it already. I'll tell Josh about this convo. Fine. I hope Josh realizes this now, that you're cheating on him. Julie, how dare you let Josh raise a child from your affair? I won't let it slide. No way. Monica? Yes? Did you tell Josh about the DNA test? Yes, I did. And what did he say? He said it was ridiculous and that there was no need to discuss it with you. Huh? Josh said that? Even though I'm so worried about him, Josh would never say such a thing. He was a very kind boy. Josh is always kind. When Amy cries a lot at night, he lets me sleep in the morning. When he finishes work early, he cooks dinner. On weekends and holidays, he babysits Amy. He is a very nice husband and father. What? You let Josh do that? He does it voluntarily. He is a really kind person. How dare you force my son to do these? Who do you think you are? I didn't let Josh marry you to be your slave. Of course, I'm doing everything I can. I'm not forcing everything on Josh. But we always talk about how we should cooperate with each other as a couple. We always talk about it together. Really, you are appalling. You don't fulfill your role and you even have an affair? Unbelievable.
Amy is Josh's. I love Josh with all my heart. There's no way I would have an affair.
What a shameless person. I'll definitely get rid of you. You have my word. Hey, Monica. Answer the phone.
What is it?
Hey, watch your attitude. Well, it's about time to reveal your true colors.
Please, enough already. Can we just stop? Because this is getting too ridiculous.
Wait a minute. You're trying to get away because you're guilty, aren't you? You're so obvious.
What are you talking about?
Where did you go 3 days ago?
3 days ago? Oh, I went to a farewell party for a colleague who's getting transferred. He's a good friend of mine, so I left Amy with Josh and went.
Farewell party? Stop lying.
I'm not. Josh drove me there. You can ask Josh.
You were standing in front of that hotel with a man, weren't you? I saw it myself. And you went into the hotel alone with him, didn't you?
What are you talking about?
That man is Amy's father, isn't he? I thought they looked alike somehow.
You mean Justin? Julie, Justin was at our wedding. If you look at the photos, you'll see. He's my boss and Josh knows him very well.
You were having an affair with someone Josh knows? The audacity!
What are you talking about, Julie? I said I just went to a farewell party held at a hotel restaurant with Justin.
Yeah, sure, your boss. How can you cheat on him so brazenly? How convenient for you. Cheating and then having Josh raise your child?
Julie, I can't take this anymore.
I should never have let him marry someone like you. I feel sorry for Josh. I can't stand this.
Josh met Justin and they talked before. Please, ask him.
Are you trying to blame Josh for your affair?
Huh? Amy is definitely Josh's. Besides, that day, I was waiting in front of the hotel with Justin. But we found out that everyone else was already inside the hotel. We just entered the hotel late.
Can't sound more like an excuse.
I can't deal with your fiction anymore. Take care now. Good morning, Julie.
Oh, it's you, Monica. What do you want?
Please don't harass me.
What do you mean? What an uneducated brat.
You sent me mails, didn't you?
What are you talking about?
Please don't play dumb with me. You sent me divorce forms day after day.
I don't know anything, but you must mean a sign from the universe that you guys should get divorced because of your affair.
Nice joke. Josh wants to tell you.
Tell me what?
That if you harass me anymore, he'll cut you off. We are not getting any divorce, so don't send us anything strange. That's it.
You reek of lies. There's no way Josh would say that. That's what you said, right? You don't want to get divorced because you just want Josh to raise your illegitimate child.
I told you that Amy is Josh's.
You won't take a DNA test and you won't divorce? Josh has fallen for such a nasty woman. Oh well, I'll do anything to make you divorce.
What do you mean? I'm not divorcing Josh.
Yeah, keep blabbering.
Julie, pick up the phone right now.
Oh, it's you. What's the fuss?
Please don't pretend you know nothing. What on earth did you do?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Amy, where did you take Amy?
What the hell are you talking about?
Don't mess with me. I just woke up and Amy is gone. You took her somewhere, didn't you? Where did you take her? Wait a minute. You're still so obnoxious and weird. I don't know anything. I don't even want to have anything to do with Amy. Because the only person in our house was you. The only one who came in and out of our house today was you. Who else would have taken Amy out? Why is it my fault? Could it be a burglar? It can't be. Nothing has been ransacked. Nothing has been stolen. Only Amy was missing from her bed. Burglars nowadays must also steal babies. Julie, please answer seriously. You came to our house in the afternoon with tea and some sweets. I regret so much that I let you in. How rude! I suddenly felt so sleepy as soon as I finished the tea, so I fell asleep on the sofa. You must have put some sleeping pills in the tea. Wait a minute. My kindness is wasted on you. I only brought you nice tea. But you didn't drink it, did you? Because it was laced with sleeping pills, wasn't it? Because I just wanted to eat cake right away. I had the leftover tea examined. Turned out, there were sleeping pills dissolved in it. What the? Amy disappeared and I panicked, so I called Josh. Then, the police came right away. The police? Why would Josh do that? Because his daughter disappeared? Isn't it a given? This is a kidnapping case, right? It's not that big of a deal. Amy is gone. You are Josh's mother. You know how it feels to lose a child, don't you? That's right. I'd go half crazy if Josh disappeared. That's right. That's what I'm going through right now. Julie, I'll never forgive you. What are you blabbering about? Watch your tone. I won't forgive you if you harm Amy, whoever you are. Where did you take her? How the hell do I know? You're not going to tell me? Josh just called and said she's under his protection. What? Amy? Josh was sure it was you. He told the police everything he could think of. Then, we got told that Amy was taken into custody at the facility closest to our house. A classmate of yours works at the facility, right? Huh? She told us that you brought Amy to her. Oh no. We won't accept an illegitimate child as our grandchild. That's why I left her there. Why would you do such a terrible thing? Because you wouldn't divorce Josh. Are you going to let Josh raise that girl? Divorce Josh right now. You're the one who's divorcing. What? What the heck are you talking about? This matter has been reported to the police and Eric as well as to Josh. I talked to Josh before I called you. Eric was also very angry. And Josh too, of course. What? You told Eric? That was so unnecessary. Because a child was kidnapped. Of course I had to do it. I heard that Eric went to my office to apologize as well. What? Why? You harassed Justin about him having an affair with me, didn't you? How did you know that? Because Justin called me. He said you made such a scene at work. I was so embarrassed. I just wanted to crawl into a hole. So it seems Eric went to apologize to Justin for me. What the heck? Oh my God, what do I do now? According to Josh, Eric is thinking of divorcing you. You're lying. I did it for Josh. You're tricking my family. You're still saying that. And by the way, Josh is also cutting ties with you. He says that's the only way to keep Amy safe, and I agree. Wait a minute. I am the bad guy? You just realize that now? You drugged me? That's already a punishable felony. You kidnapped Amy? That's child abduction. And you were forcing me to divorce Josh? This could also be considered extortion. You should be put in jail. You're exaggerating. Of course, Eric doesn't want to stay with a criminal. You're lying. I didn't mean to. Then, what were your intentions? I can't understand you at all. I just wanted Josh to come home. I just wanted to live happily with Josh like we used to. Josh is an adult now. He's married, has a family of his own, and has a daughter. He can't be your little boy forever. Yes, but... Have you realized that you've lost everything because of your selfish desires? Our family will never see you again. Eric is considering a divorce. You will be all alone from now on. I don't want that. How will I live on my own? I can't. Monica, you have to convince Eric and Josh. Don't you feel sorry for me? Why should I? You kidnapped my daughter? You gotta be kidding me. The police will be there soon, and you'll be taken care of there. I don't want to. I didn't do anything to get caught by the police. Wouldn't it be nice if you testified for me? Wouldn't it be nice if I blocked you? In fact, I'll block your account after this exchange. I don't think we'll have anything to talk about here. So long, Julie. Wait a minute, Monica. You're abandoning me? Monica, save me! After that, Julie was arrested when the police arrived at the scene. Of course, Eric filed a divorce through his lawyer. Julie persisted in talking to Eric, but he never saw Julie again. The divorce was finalized through the lawyer. Josh and I cried a lot that Amy was safe. Josh apologized over and over again for Julie's behaviors, but it was never Josh's fault. We promised to work together to raise Amy to be a respectable adult. Now that I have isolated myself from Julie, I will be able to raise my child with peace of mind. I still see Eric frequently. He has already become a sweet and doting grandfather. I will do my best to ensure that this happiness lasts forever.
Mila, I'd like to talk to you about something. Is now a good time?
Good evening. How may I help you?
Are you really going to marry my son?
What? What do you mean? I'm engaged to Neil. We're getting married in a week.
Oh, so it's still a week away. So there's still time to cancel the wedding.
Excuse me? Cancel?
As usual, you're not very perceptive. I don't want to give my precious son to a woman like you.
Huh?
Neil is my only son whom I raised with great care. And he's still in his 30s. And you're already 40 years old. How can you be 40 and still be single? There must be something wrong with you.
Neil and I are 5 years apart in age. I knew you were against our marriage, but you said you didn't care about the age difference. He chose me. And when I went to your house to discuss the engagement, you gave your approval for the marriage.
I couldn't oppose in front of my husband and son. Everyone in the family is so fond of you. It's a pain in the ass. Mila is a responsible person and whatnot. Showering you with compliments about how we can trust our son with a wife who's older than him. I had no choice but to agree to the marriage. But the truth was that I was against it. I didn't want to see the middle-aged woman who seduced my son in a wedding dress.
Don't you think that's a bit harsh?
I'm just telling you how I really feel. I know my son will be unhappy if he marries you. How can I give my blessing?
I don't care what you say. We've already decided to get married.
Besides, at your age, it's hard to have children, isn't it?
What?
It's too late to start having kids at 40.
I don't think so.
I dream of holding my grandchildren in my arms.
Huh?
That's why I wanted a young bride. I don't want a wife who can't even produce an heir.
An heir?
Well, about that. Yes, I know. Nowadays, an heir is so old-fashioned. You're going to say that it could be a girl, aren't you? That's not what I meant. But I'm telling you, Neil is our only son and the eldest. I need my daughter-in-law to have a boy no matter what. So I, for one, will not be attending the wedding. What? What's going on all of a sudden? The seating chart is already made. Your seat has already been arranged. I won't recognize you as my daughter-in-law. There's no way I could ever be at the wedding. I can't have you cancel for that reason. Please tell the wedding hall that I won't be attending. Oh no, even though you're the groom's mother? I'm sure the guests will wonder why the groom's mother isn't there. If you don't come, Neil will be disappointed. If you don't like it, cancel the wedding. Oh, that's absurd. Anyway, I'm against your marriage. If you don't want to be embarrassed as a couple, cancel the wedding. Understand? Neil, have you finished work yet?
I'm on the train home. I'll be home soon.
I see. You're such a hard worker.
It's unusual to get a text from you at this hour. Is something wrong?
Actually, I have a problem.
What's wrong?
I got a text from your mother just now. She's against our marriage, so she said she won't even attend the ceremony.
What? Seriously? She's so stubborn.
It seems your mother really doesn't want me to be her daughter-in-law.
Well, when you came to my parents' house to meet them, she seemed to be in a bad mood the whole time, even though she said she approved of the marriage.
She didn't make eye contact with me even once.
Don't tell me it's the age thing again.
Yes, that's it. She said there must be something wrong with me because I'm still single at 40. She was going on about that again.
Oh man, there are so many people getting married over 40 nowadays. I wish she'd stop.
So she says if we don't want her to miss the wedding, then cancel it.
What? No way.
She seemed serious.
No. There's no way we can cancel it. It's only a week away.
But if she doesn't show up, it'll be a problem for you too, right?
Well, yeah, it doesn't look good if the groom's mother isn't there, does it?
What should I do? I wonder if I can somehow persuade her to attend the wedding.
Well, we'll just have to have the ceremony without her.
Without your mother?
We have no choice. I don't think she'll listen to us.
Are you sure about this?
We've worked so hard to get everything ready. We can't put up with her selfishness.
Well...
On the contrary, it's probably a good thing she's not there.
What?
You know, Mila, you never know what she'll do when she gets emotional. It would have been a disaster if she got pissed off and stormed out in the middle of the ceremony.
That's true. Your mother said she didn't want to see me in my wedding dress.
I'm just gonna give up Mom coming this time around. All I need is my dad. And like Mom, he's looking forward to our wedding.
Well, then how do you explain to the guests that your mother can't come?
We'll just tell them she's sick.
That's fine.
By the way, Mila, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm fine for now. I can go to work just fine.
That's good, but don't overdo it. Even if you feel bad during the ceremony, don't hesitate to tell me.
Thank you, Neil.
Mila, have you canceled the wedding?
No, I haven't.
What? You haven't canceled yet? The wedding is tomorrow, right? After all those times I told you to cancel it, call the wedding hall right now.
I'm sorry, but no. The wedding will go ahead as planned.
What the? How can you be fine without the groom's mother?
I've discussed it with Neil. We've made all these preparations and we can't cancel now.
You're kidding! Is that what he said too?
If you don't want to come, that's fine. My father-in-law promised he'd be there. We'll have the wedding without you.
What a smart ass! You're horrible! I'm doing this for Neil's sake. I'm asking you to cancel the ceremony.
No, it's not for Neil's sake. It's your own selfishness, isn't it?
Huh?
Neil and his father, they're looking forward to the wedding.
I don't know about that. You'll find out what happens when you cross me. Oh, that felt good. Hey, Mila, you must regret challenging me, right? How do you feel now?
I thought you weren't coming to the wedding. Why did you come all of a sudden?
I changed my mind. I guess you thought I wouldn't show up and let your guard down. But I'm sorry. I ruined your wedding.
I told the wedding staff and the receptionist that you would not be attending. How did you get into the ceremony?
I'm the groom's mother. I explained that I had to attend on short notice. They let me through without a hitch. Mila, you must have been surprised to see me.
I was surprised. I was walking down the hallway when my mother-in-law suddenly appeared and sprayed ink on me.
You were so proud of your white dress, but now it's all black from the ink. It looks more like a mourning dress than a wedding dress.
That dress was precious to me. That was going too far. What are you going to do?
Of course we have to cancel the wedding, don't we? You can't go out in public with that dress covered in black ink.
You're going to go to hell.
Huh? Hell is an exaggeration. I just taught the cocky little bride a lesson. It's your fault for not heeding my advice and for forcing the wedding in the first place.
Are you still at the wedding hall?
No way. I got a taxi and got out of there.
You ran away, didn't you?
Of course I ran away. It would have been troublesome if someone from the wedding hall found out. Even though it was a cheap rental dress, I'd be screwed if I had to pay for it.
I see.
The wedding is canceled anyway. Why don't you just give up on getting married altogether?
Huh?
You've learned the hard way that if you disobey me, you'll get hurt, haven't you? If you learn from this, give up on my son. I'll find a more suitable woman for him, ideally in her mid-20s. A boy to be his heir, of course, and at least 3 grandchildren.
Well, you can fantasize all you want. If you just dream about it, it won't bother anyone.
Huh? Are you still going to challenge me?
I'm going to change now and get ready for the ceremony. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Preparations for the wedding? I told you we can't have a wedding, you stubborn bitch. You can go back to being a miserable bachelorette and start looking for a new husband all over again. Mila, what's going on? Mila, answer me.
I'm sorry, I've been so busy. I didn't have time to check my phone. Is something wrong?
My husband asked me for a divorce.
What?
He said he can't forgive me for putting ink on your dress.
Oh, I see.
Mila, how dare you tell my husband? All you had to do was to keep quiet.
How could I keep quiet after being inked?
But why was he so angry? Just because I stained a cheap rental dress? I don't understand why he's even asking for a divorce.
Your husband has every right to be angry.
Why?
That dress wasn't a rental.
Was it a dress that was bought?
Yes, it was.
But it was a cheap one anyway.
That's outrageous. Your husband knows a wedding dress designer. He asked him to make it for me, and it was custom made.
What?
He went to all that trouble just for you? I think that's how happy he was about our marriage. But you ruined the dress by covering it in ink, after he went out of his way to prepare it for me. I didn't know it was custom made. Neither my husband nor my son told me anything. Why didn't you tell me either? Neil told me to keep it a secret from you. If you found out that he bought me a dress, we didn't know what you might do. But you made a mess of it. In the end, I wasn't able to wear the dress. My father-in-law was very patient during the ceremony, but inside, he was about to explode with anger. So, you didn't cancel the wedding? No, we didn't. When I told the staff at the wedding hall about the situation, I was able to rent a dress on short notice. The wedding ceremony could be held without any problems. Oh no. That means all my plans are ruined, and my husband is divorcing me. I can't be single again at my age. How am I supposed to live by myself when I'm a housewife? Mila, please, explain to my husband that it was an accident. Excuse me? I just happened to get ink that was lying beside me on it. Tell him I didn't do it. No, I don't think so. There's no way there was ink on the floor at the wedding, and there's no way it could have happened by accident. But I don't want to be divorced. That being said, it's my father-in-law's decision, and he's been thinking about divorcing you for a while. That's not true. It is true. I heard it directly from him. He was fed up with you being selfish and picking on me. But age is age, and you are a full-time housewife, so he was reluctant to divorce you. But this time around, when you put ink on my dress, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. He said he couldn't be with an insane woman anymore. You were destined to get divorced sooner or later. Then you're the one who should convince him. Tell him to reconsider divorce. Why should I? Because you don't want your in-laws to split up so early in your marriage, do you? No, I'm happy with just my father-in-law. What are you saying? Are you saying you don't want me? Well, I have an after-party to attend to, so if you'll excuse me. Mila, just wait. Mila, what are you doing? What is it this time? I just got a divorce from my husband, and now my son has declared that he's cutting ties with me. He said he'll cut off parent-child ties with a mother who'd ink his wife's dress. Well, of course. It's all your fault. Huh? You seduced my son and forced him into a wedding, and then you cheekily wore a custom-made dress. I can understand why my husband, who bought the dress for you, was mad at me. But why is my son blaming me? Why do you blame me for defiling my dress? It's natural to be angry when someone does something insane. And perhaps Neil was worried about my body. What? Actually, I'm pregnant. A baby! I was scared too. I was walking down the hallway when I was suddenly inked. I was so scared that I almost fell down. I was terrified that something might happen to the baby. What? Wait. Mila, you're pregnant? Yes. Why didn't you tell me that first? I tried to tell you many times, but you said there was no way I could have a baby at 40. You wouldn't listen to me. I didn't realize it at all. Your stomach isn't big or anything. I'm still in the early stages of pregnancy. So that means you have my grandchild in your belly? Mila, you've done it. If it's a boy, it's perfect. Huh? What are you talking about? The baby in my belly is not your grandchild. What? It's Neil's child, so of course it's my grandchild. That's not true. You are no longer mother and son.
Don't be so cruel. It's been my dream for years to hold a grandchild.
I'm sorry your dream didn't come true.
Mila, I'm sorry for everything I've done. So don't tell me to cut off our relationship.
You can't say that. It was Neil's decision to cut off our relationship with you.
So you have to talk to Neil for me.
Don't depend on me anymore.
It's okay, we're family.
You've hated and harassed me for so long. Don't call me family after all that's happened.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'll take good care of you from now on, Mila.
No, it's too late now. I'll file a damage report from my side.
A damage report?
Yes.
Wait, why are you filing a damage report?
It's a crime to splash ink on someone.
But there isn't any evidence because I ran away right then and there.
I didn't realize it at the time either. There are security cameras all over the wedding hall. It seems your crime was recorded in its entirety, so the evidence is still there.
Oh no, please don't call the police.
If you don't want to go to the police, we can settle out of court. I'll charge you a hefty fee. Of course, I'll also charge you for cleaning the dress.
Well,
either way, you'd better pay for your crime.
I can't. I don't have that kind of money.
Well then, I'm going for a checkup now, so if you'll excuse me.
Mila, wait! Mila, forgive me. Let me hold my grandson. Don't abandon me.
After that, my parents-in-law divorced and my ex-mother-in-law was kicked out of the house. My ex-mother-in-law begged me not to go to the police. We ended up settling out of court, and I got compensation, including the cost of cleaning the dress. My ex-mother-in-law, who had no savings, went to her relatives and borrowed money. Somehow, she was able to pay the compensation. She is now staying with her sister and her husband. Because of her bad personality, she already has been avoided by most of her relatives. But after the wedding incident, she was disliked even more. I think the day may soon come when she will be kicked out of her sister's house and become homeless. On the other hand, I gave birth to a healthy baby boy. I am exhausted every day because I gave birth at an advanced age, and this is the first time for me to raise a child. Thanks to my husband's cooperation, I am enjoying raising my child. My father-in-law also comes to visit me once in a while to take care of my child. We had a lot of trouble at the wedding, but we will continue to get along well with each other as a family. I would like to continue to spend time with my family happily. Hey Warren, don't you have any money?
Huh? What's with you all of a sudden?
Because lately, you've been sneaking bags and watches and stuff from my house. The other day, you said you lost money at the tracks. Maybe you lost all your money. Isn't that why you're pawning my stuff to get some?
That's not true. I don't know anything about bags or watches. You must have done something with them.
That's unlikely.
You've always been a cheapskate.
No matter how careless someone is, you can't lose something that belongs to you in such a short period of time. There's no way that's possible.
Maybe it's dementia.
I'm only 25. Okay, if you don't know, I'll try to think of what else it could be. I believe you.
Oh, good.
Hey Warren, I know it was you who took my stuff.
I told you, I don't know anything about it. Are you still doubting me? I'm your fiancé and you're calling me a thief. You're mean.
Then, what's this?
Huh? What's this? It's a picture of your sister.
That's right. It's a picture my sister Jolie posted on Instagram. She said, "A present from a friend," with the comment, "I love it."
Are you spying on your sister's Instagram? You shouldn't do that.
I told you, I know someone else who's been taking things from me. That was Jolie. Ever since we were young, she would sneak into my room. She was a habitual thief, stealing things like makeup, stationery, and snacks. I thought it couldn't be Jolie since you were the only one who had a key to my place. But then, I checked my Instagram to make sure, and this picture was uploaded.
So, what's up with this picture? It's just a normal photo, nothing special.
Nothing special? The bag in this picture is the one I was looking for. And the watch you can see on Jolie's wrist? It looks just like my missing watch. Are you sure you don't remember this?
No, I don't. Maybe she just happened to have a similar bag.
By chance? That's a strange coincidence, isn't it? Even the keychains on the bag are exactly the same. It's a cat keychain that I bought with my friend.
Jeez, seriously? I should have taken it off.
Seriously is the question I want to ask. So, you're the culprit.
Damn, there's no use hiding it now.
What are you thinking? Stealing my stuff and giving it to Jolie? Did you do it because Jolie threatened you? Did she ask you to give her your duplicate key? Did she somehow get under your skin and order you to steal my bag?
I wasn't threatened. I did it of my own will.
Huh? Why would you do that?
Because Jolie saw your Instagram and said she wanted the same bag. But I'm not interested in bags. I didn't know where to buy one.
That's why you stole it from me? That's not even an excuse.
No, you haven't used that black bag recently, and I thought you didn't need it anymore. I also gave her that watch you never wear.
You don't get to decide whether I need it or not. It's mine, so I should be the one to decide. And lying to me that you didn't know about it is really disgusting. You called me mean for calling my fiancé a thief. How can you, the real thief, say such a mean thing?
Because Jolie said she wanted it. You want to grant your fiancé's sister's wish as much as possible, don't you? I didn't want to get on her bad side and have something happen to our engagement. I thought, what the hell, there's nothing I can do.
You can't steal someone's stuff just because there's nothing you can do.
I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Please, forgive me.
Don't hang out with Jolie anymore. I mean, I told you that after we got engaged, right? My sister is a thief. I want to cut her out of my life after I marry you. That's why I told you not to get involved with her either. I don't need to give her anything she wants. Once she sees you as a convenient partner, she'll take advantage of you.
I understand. I won't do it again.
And please get back my bag and watch. I like them.
Me?
Of course you. You stole them and gave them to her.
Huh? But I would feel sorry for her, asking her to give back something I already gave her. I'll just get you new ones. So just let it go this time, okay?
Huh? Why should I give in? I'm the one who had her bag and watch stolen. Don't you feel sorry for me? I don't want a new one because I love that bag. The keychain is very precious to me. Go get them back right away.
Okay.
That was Iris's bag, wasn't it? I never thought you had any sense of style with keychains and stuff, so I'm sure it was. Huh? You're too narrow-minded, aren't you? Warren was going to all that trouble to bridge the gap between two sisters. He said it would be a good present. And now, you're the one who wants it back. That's the worst. What are you talking about? Giving a bag he stole from your sister to you as a bridge between sisters? You're nothing but an idiot. You haven't changed. You still have that thieving spirit even at the age of 30. I feel sorry for you. I'm not a thief. When I said I liked your bag, Warren volunteered to give it to me as a gift. He's really a very thoughtful guy to give me a watch as an extra gift too. I'm telling you, it's not right. Anyway, the bag and watch have been returned, so it's fine. I'll make sure to teach Warren not to steal people's things. You're as stubborn as ever, aren't you? People don't like women who talk nonsense. I don't want to be talked down to by a thief. I mean, when did you and Warren talk about that? Will you stop messing with my fiancé? What? No way! What? Iris, are you serious? Oh my God. My fiancé? That's hilarious. Huh? I'm the one marrying him. What are you talking about? Warren is my fiancé. But I got an engagement ring from him. He said, in exchange for the bag and watch, I want you to accept this as a symbol of my feelings. He looked so serious and proposed to me. Huh? A wedding ring? A beautiful ring with a diamond in it. Warren's a bit absent-minded. It's a little big for my finger size. Diamonds, you say? Oh, you don't mean... I'll send you a picture too. I knew it. This is the engagement ring I got from Warren. Was it? Well, whatever. He gave it to me as a token of his love. I haven't been able to find it since yesterday. I had my suspicions about Warren for a moment, but then I realized that he was sorry about the bag, and I never thought he would steal a ring. I thought I lost it somewhere and looked everywhere for it. I can't believe he gave it to you again. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I stole your fiancé. But you knew this was coming, didn't you? What do you mean? Because your stuff has always been mine. Warren is the biggest thing I've ever taken from you. His father is the president of a financial company, and he is the eldest son of a super elite family, right? He's too good for an ugly girl like you. What? The eldest son of an elite family? There's no point in pretending. Warren's about to take over his father's business and become the president, isn't he? You were planning to marry into wealth without telling me and get the upper hand, but that's not going to happen. I wasn't planning to marry into wealth, but... Shame on you. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. I'm the one who's going to marry him and become the wife of the president. Oh my goodness. I was a fool to let it go so easily last time. I can't believe it. I seriously can't. What the hell? I'm on my lunch break at work, so make it quick, okay? I heard you gave Jolie my engagement ring. Huh? What are you talking about? Are you calling me a thief again? I have a picture of it. It's a picture of Jolie wearing my engagement ring. She was kind enough to send it to me. Are you still going to try to talk your way out of this? Oh, I see. Jolie told you? Then I guess I don't have a choice. That's right. I'm dumping you and marrying Jolie. I don't get it. Why would you do that? I heard the truth from Jolie. She said everything you've been saying for a long time is the exact opposite. What? She said, you've been stealing her things for a long time. She said you treated her like an outsider and kicked her out of the house. And that you were trying to get rid of her so that I wouldn't find out about your evil deeds, right? So that's what she told you? And you just went along and believed it? I'm stunned. I'm appalled at you. I can't believe I was going to marry a sister bullying asshole like you. I shudder just thinking about it. And your engagement ring is so gorgeous compared to you. It doesn't even look good on you.
That's terrible.
Seriously? Such an ugly woman in looks and personality is going to be my wife? Just thinking about it is too much. So I've decided to leave you and marry Jolie. I gave the ring to Jolie because it was a pearl to a pig. But I forgot about the size. You have fat fingers, and the ring was too big. So I cut off the back of the ring to shorten it. You're even fatter than Jolie. That made me laugh.
Huh?
Don't worry. I'll buy you a collar instead.
Collar?
If I break off the engagement with you, ugly, no man will take you, and you'll be out on the street. So I've decided to use you as our servant.
I see. Did you decide that after talking with Jolie?
Of course I did. Jolie is happy that she can get revenge for being bullied by you for so long.
Oh, right. Okay then, I'm breaking off the engagement. I'll be living on my own from now on. I refuse to wear a collar.
What? It's impossible for an ugly bitch like you to live on your own.
That's my line. You cheat on your fiancé with her sister, and you're a piece of shit who gives the engagement ring to the person you cheated with? And a thieving bitch who takes pleasure in taking anything that belongs to her own sister? I don't think it's possible for two trashy people to live together, but anyway.
What is the woman with a bad character who bullies her sister saying?
Say whatever you want. Don't come crying to me when you get what's coming to you.
Huh?
We'll just find out soon enough who the true villain is. Well then, goodbye. Iris? That's not what was supposed to happen. What the hell is going on? Hey Jolie, are you enjoying your new married life? Of course I'm not. Warren, he's not what you said he was. Isn't he the eldest son of the next president of a super celebrity company? He's just a low-paid flat-rate employee at a low-paying company. And he spends all the money he earns playing the horses? I can't afford any luxuries at all. But I didn't lie. Warren's father is the president of a financial company. But he is the second son. And because of his extravagant spending habits, he's been disowned by his parents. That's what you misunderstood on your own. Then why didn't you tell me? I thought he was the next president and I would be able to marry into wealth. So that's why I took him from you. Why should I be nice to a thief? I mean, you're cheating on Warren too, so the feeling is mutual. What do you mean? You were the one who got kicked out of our parents' house because you couldn't get rid of your habit of stealing. You were the one who told Warren about it like it was my fault. Well, I'm glad I got rid of him because of that. Whenever he has a little money, he plays the horses, and he can't even save a penny. And to top it all off, he steals from people and cheats on his wife. It's a good thing I didn't marry him. What did you say? It's not true that he's disowned. If you don't believe me, why don't you ask him? I mean, just think about it. Don't you think it's strange that the next president of the company, a rich man, would give you a bag and a ring that he stole from someone else? No way! Then Warren isn't the next president or anything? You mean he's just a track rat? That's what I mean. I think you two scumbags make a good match for each other. Speaking of which, I'm ready to file for compensation. I'll be inviting you both to a new hell in the near future. Please take it as a wedding gift. Oh no! Compensation? I can't pay that! Hey Iris!
Hey, what's with this letter?
Oh, did you get it?
Yours and Jolie's wedding gift.
You've got to be kidding. What do you mean compensation? And these pictures?
We broke off our engagement because of your cheating and stealing. Of course I'm going to ask for compensation. The enclosed photos are proof of your affair. Basically, I hired a detective to find them for me. They're even all over the big idiot Jolie's Instagram. They're all over the place.
This is not me. How is this proof?
Oh, so it's not you. Then let's get someone who knows you well to take a look at these photos. Your mom, your dad, or we could just throw them out to the press.
No, wait. You got it wrong. Seriously, don't do that.
The pictures aren't the only proof I have. You had fun not only at the hotel, but also at her house, didn't you? You can see a lot of it in the video. A vulgar guy shaking his hips with a stupid face. You've already been disowned by your parents and thrown out of their house. What do you think would happen if it got out that you did this? If the world finds out that the guy in finance is a man who cheats and steals without a care in the world, wouldn't it ruin your father's company?
Seriously, please, don't do that. Anything but that.
Then stop messing around and pay up. $50,000 from both you and Jolie, in one lump sum. Not a penny less. What?
The compensation money. Can't you make it a little cheaper?
Huh?
No, because, if you lived with me, you'd understand. The other day, I literally blew my entire paycheck at the tracks. I can't afford $50,000 when I can't even make ends meet.
Huh? I thought you were the next president of a financial institution and living the celebrity life.
Huh? That's,
I heard you told Jolie that about yourself. You two liars make a perfect couple.
Why do you say that? I mean, what do you mean, a couple of liars?
I don't know. Why don't you ask Jolie? Oh, by the way, I already told Jolie who you are.
Huh? What the hell did you do?
Even if I hadn't told her, she would have found out on her own. Sooner or later, she would have known. So why don't you just come clean? I don't care how you guys work it out, but I will be compensated. So good luck to you on that.
Hey, wait a minute. That's too irresponsible. Hey, Iris.
It really is true that like attracts like, isn't it? The two lying thieves, who were both disowned by their parents, had a fierce fight afterwards. Somehow, they made up and decided to repay the compensation together. At first, they both seemed to work diligently. Warren played the horses, and Jolie exploded with urges to buy brand name bags and watches, and the repayments fell behind. I did not contact Warren's parents, but it seems that word got around from somewhere. Warren was scolded to death by his father, who ordered him to borrow money to repay the compensation. A little later, the compensation from both of them came into my hands all at once. I am a little restless because of the sudden increase in money. I will continue to work as before and live a steady life.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.